Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce a man who at one point took a small, know-nothing referee and gave him a bunch of advice, told him anything he needed to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure at this time to introduce one of the true greats in Arizona wrestling, Gallo!
That was probably the hardest it's ever been to get into a ring for me in more than one way. Everybody that came here tonight that was applauding, thank you very much. I want to thank the Arizona Wrestling Federation for giving me this chance to talk. For the past 15 years, I've done nothing but live, breathe, eat, sleep, and die for professional wrestling. Whether it was here in Arizona, it was in Japan, whether it was in Europe, or in Mexico, this is all I've ever wanted to do, and this is all I've ever done. And since I was a little kid on the streets, this is the only thing that cleaned up my act and kept me out of a jail cell. It was this squared circle, those 3 ropes, and all of you out in the crowd. No matter whatever happened through it all, whether the ups and downs of real life, I always had this mistress, which we call professional wrestling, to fall back on, and she was always there for me, and so were all of you. And this is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done, because as good as the road's been, eventually, all things must come to an end. And my road, as far as this goes,
this business we're in, it's very physical, very violent, it's brutal, and it takes a toll on all of us. But an injury like this is not something any of us ever want to see happen to anybody. What happened at the last show was a complete accident, and it sucks. It's been on my mind since it happened. It's very hard for me to come out here tonight and wrestle, knowing that a guy like you, who I respect, and who I've respected since I got into this business. I watched you before I got into this business. It's hard. It's hard to see, and it's a horrible thing, but it's a complete accident, and I never wanted this to happen. It's something that I don't want to happen to my most hated rivals in this business, I want to push this upon them. And I just want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry and I apologize.
Hit him with the crutch.
You know, it's been a month, man. You could have said something. You could have called me. Everybody has my number. And JD. I heard from guys all over the world. You're the guy that crushed it. What do you think? What do you think? If I hadn't heard the little kid over there, what were you thinking? But they get it happens. Seriously. That's probably the biggest thing. The thing that pisses me off the most is that I see guys like you and down now. I realize you are the future of the business. And I'm the past. Now I'm gonna have to sit in my spot, sit out there in the crowd, and watch guys like you carry on the torch that they feel like kind of live a little bit and entertain all these fans. It's going to be the hardest thing in the world for me because I don't know what I'm going to do without making a cheer or boo or throw things at me from now on. So I can forgive, but I'll never be able to forgive. So just take this as a lesson, man. Just don't let it happen.